Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about the House Bill 2321 that the state of Washington has proposed. We're going to just jump into this. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. I'll throw it up on the screen so you don't just have to watch me read. But before we get into the bill, I do want to thank my sponsor, PCB Way, for making this possible, and we'll talk more about that at the end. First of all, I would encourage you to go take a look at this bill. I will put a link down in the description below. It's only 6 pages long, so you can dive right in and see exactly what they're talking about. Now, like I said, I'm not going to read the whole bill to you, but there are some poignant points that I do want to bring up. First, in Section 1, they define a three-dimensional printer as any machine capable of rendering a three-dimensional object from a digital design file using additive manufacturing, or any machine capable of making three-dimensional modifications to an object from a digital design file using subtractive manufacturing. So it's not just 3D printers, it's also CNC mills and lasers. Moving down to Section 3, it states that after July 1st, 2027, no person who manufactures, wholesales, or sells any three-dimensional printer may sell or otherwise transfer for consideration a three-dimensional printer in this state unless A, the three-dimensional printer is equipped with blocking features that prevent the printer from printing pew pew and illegal pew pew parts, and the manufacturer of the printer has attested to the integration of blocking features pursuant to subsection 2 of this section. And what happens should you violate this proposed law? Section 4 states that every natural person who violates Section 3 of this act shall, for a first offense, be guilty of a misdemeanor, and for a second or subsequent offense, be guilty of a Class C felony. So, what are they asking the manufacturers do in order for the machines to be in compliance? Well, they want software controls. And it states a software controls process may be integrated into a three-dimensional printer's function in any of the following design forms. A. Firmware design. Integration of a pew pew blueprint detection algorithm directly into a three-dimensional printer's firmware, such that any geometric code received by the printer must be screened by the algorithm before the printer will proceed to print, and such that the printer will reject print jobs identified by the algorithm as directing the printer to print pew pew or illegal pew pew parts. First method, firmware. Second method would be integrated preprint software design. Limitation of a three-dimensional printer's operation to accept geometric code for printing exclusively from a single slicer or other preprint software, which may be the manufacturer's proprietary software, and integration of a pew pew blueprint detection algorithm into that preprint software, such that any stereolithography file or other computer-aided design file must be screened by the algorithm before the software will proceed to produce geometric code, and such that the software will not produce geometric code for files that are identified by the algorithm as directing the printer to print pew pew or illegal pew pew parts. And the third method is a handshake authentication design. Limitation of a three-dimensional printer's operation to accept geometric code for printing only from specified slicers or other pre-print software, wherein the printer will require a digital watermark or other authentication tool verifying the identity of the preprint software, and only if that preprint software has integrated a pew pew blueprint detection algorithm qualified by the Attorney General under subsection 4 of this section. So, those are the three methods that they want for the machine to authenticate that you are not doing something that they don't want you to do. I would like to know your thoughts on the matter. What do you think? Comment below. Let's keep it civil. Let's try and keep it apolitical. Are you in the, hey, anything for safety is good camp? Are you in the second camp that this is just a bunch of security theater and people are just trying to put something out there to get their name in the media? Third, this is never going to happen. It is technologically quite difficult, to say the least. Or are you in the, hey, I'm just glad I'm not in New York or Washington State, because New York is proposing a slightly different but kind of in the same realm, although they actually want you to get a background check to buy a 3D printer if their bill passes. So let me know down in the comments. Me personally, if a law like this does happen to pass, the machine manufacturers are not going to bend to a law like this unless it really hits them in the pocketbook. They'll just simply not sell to those states. It's as simple as that. But again, I want to know what you think. Thank you for considering and spending a little bit of time with me. I would like to thank again my sponsor, PCBWay.
Do you have an electronic project that needs a circuit board? Then head on over to PCBWay.com and see just how easy it is to take your idea and make it a reality. The Instant Quote system makes ordering a breeze, and right now they have a promotion where you can get 10 1 to 2 layer boards for as little as $5. If you aren't in need of PCBs, they can also handle all of your CNC machining or 3D printing needs. There is also a community where designers share their creations for everyone to benefit from. Head on over to PCBWay.com today and PCB prototype the easy way.
All right, that's enough talking head content from me for one day. If you found this video useful and thought-provoking, then take a moment to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that, and please hit the notification bell so you know when I make new content. As always, I enjoy the time that we get to spend together here on the channel. Let's keep on learning, burning, printing, and growing together. Take care, everyone.